What is going on, cousins? Welcome back to another episode of the AJ Red Show. It's me, your boy, your homie, your cousin, your friend, your next door neighbor, maybe even your co-worker if we fuck with each other like that. Listen, I'm back again with some more topics I deemed worthy to fuck around here and talk about. Now listen, I was just sitting up in here today. I said, listen, it's a new year and everything. Our older cousins, video after video after video. So I'm trying to pump these motherfuckers out. So with that being said, I was laying over there and I had just finished my little eggs and rice. Now listen, before y'all start frowning on me eating my eggs and rice, don't fuck around like that, because I know good motherfucking well, if y'all from at least the 90s, I'm going to say, or the 80s, y'all know what the fuck a good bowl of egg and rice can do for you. You know, a little butter, a little salt, a little pepper. Shit, what the fuck you mean? That's talking about a good motherfucking time right there. But anyway, I was eating my shit and trying to come up with some topics real quick to get on here and talk to you guys about. So I managed to do so. So here I am. But real quick, before I lose my train of thought, if this is your first time on this channel, please go ahead and now hit the subscribe button so that when I upload these videos or go live, you can be one of the first ones to receive it. And let's not forget to comment. Drop down in the comments section and let me know what you thought about the topic and my opinion of the topic. And please hit the thumbs up button, as that helps the algorithm with YouTube. And also, please, last but not least, make sure to share these videos. Share them with everybody. Please don't share them with children, because my videos are not for child consumption. Now, with all those pleasantries and shit out the way, so like I was saying, yes. Now I'm having my cocktail. I'm on like number 2 or whatever. So I decided, I said, you know what, fuck that shit. Get on there and jump on there with the cousins or whatever and fuck around with the thing a little bit. So that's what I'm doing. So anyway, I have a couple of things I'm gonna run past y'all, and y'all tell me what the fuck y'all think in the comment section. So now, one of the things that I saw that was brought to my attention, that came across my desk, it was a video surfacing, circulating on Instagram. It is, all right, alleged straight gentleman and a gay gentleman, right? So apparently they met on a gay app or gay website, or I don't know what the fuck it is, whatever. So the straight dude kind of lured the other guy over to his house with intentions to, you know, suck him up. You know, the dude's supposed to ride by there and come over to the house and swallow him. He was supposed to come and get swallowed up. So, yes. So he showed up at the dude's house. And so as he's pulling up to the dude's house, the alleged straight guy walks out. And for some reason, the dude got the window down. He's reaching out the window to pound his fist, and the other dude walks up and just flat out punched the fuck out of him in the face. I'm talking about, he punched him so hard he knocked him in the passenger side. And I guess he was dazed or stunned, and it took him a moment to gather himself to drive the fuck off. And then he turned this corner to the right and he jumped the curb. I mean, all that about 25 miles per hour or some shit like that. And then the dude began to say something on his video like, "Oh, cis ass, punk, pussy ass nigga, like that's what the fuck y'all niggas gonna get when y'all come around with that faggot ass shit," or some shit like that. So it was sent to me. It's like, what do you think about this? Yada, yada, yada. I guess because I'm in the LGBTQ community. Now, there's not a whole lot of advice I can give y'all on this motherfucking category, because first of all, it wouldn't have been me. I wouldn't have been over there on nobody's website asking to suck nobody's motherfucking dick. So that's not even gonna be the case. That's one. That's why it wouldn't have been me. Second of all, pulling up here and you walking out here punching me in the face through the motherfucking window, bitch, you done lost your mind. One or two things would have happened in that moment. Probably the first thing would have been, even though I don't condone violence, he would have been turned into a motherfucking human sprinkler system. Why would you lure that man over there with false pretense that you want to have some kind of sexual act with him, and then you assault him in so many ways and on so many levels? Physically, mentally, and probably, hell, even emotionally, because the way he dicked the shit out of him, I'm pretty sure, like I said, he was fucked up for a minute. He probably forgot to ride home. He probably had to put on waves to get to the fucking house. That's how hard he punched him. But my whole thing is, it couldn't have been me, because at the end of the day, he would have got fucked completely over. That's why I say, friends that I hang with, we don't find ourselves in these kind of positions, because we would be somewhere wearing a green jumpsuit or an orange jumpsuit, because 9 times out of 10, 9 pounds of steel would have been, pumped into his motherfucking ass. And this is what I'm saying, like on both accounts. That is why I say people need to be careful on these dating apps, these hookup apps, or whatever the fuck it is you fucking with out here, because people do not have the intent you think or that they tell you they have on these apps. And you find yourself going out there and being in a pressing position. But at the end of the day, it would have been a whole different situation. Me and my friend was on the phone discussing it because this crazy, silly motherfucker was the one that sent it to me in the first place to tell me you should cover this and look at this and yada, yada, yada. Knowing full-fledged motherfucking freaky ass well, there was nowhere in here we was going to be caught in that position. And if we was, chances are, like T.S. Madison said, it would have been a report saying two gay men hiding in the bushes, shaking or some shit, trying to figure out what the fuck's going on with the crime scene, because a lot of straight men think because they're gay men or because they're trans women or whatever, that there's still not some testosterone. And when I say I will whoop a fit on your motherfucking ass, there is nowhere in the world you would have just punched me in my motherfucking face and I was just going to drive off at 15 miles per hour to my head home. I would have fucked him completely up. But that's what I'm saying. People putting themselves in predicament to play judge and jury. And that's pretty much what this guy was doing. He was calling himself, at the end of the day, you look at it as him trying to punish the LGBTQ community or punish this guy for being gay and decided he wanted to have perform fellatio on another gentleman. So that is his thing. That's up to him completely. But at the end of the day, had more went down on that scene and that set, I'm pretty sure, because I done watched First 48 plenty of times, I'm pretty sure when they would have looked at that phone, they would have seen all those apps and all that other shit and had it unlocked and figured out that you lured that man to his death or to some kind of assault or an altercation that resulted in a death, whether it had been the alleged heterosexual guy or the gay guy. The bottom line is, it's like there's a line in the sand to be drawn. And at the end of the day, I will continue to say this happens to only certain kind of people because, like I said, my friends and I could have never been, I would have been filming this motherfucking story to y'all in the motherfucking jail cell. Y'all think them motherfuckers over there on TikTok be over there in the prison telling y'all what their story is and trying to get shit for zuzus and all that shit there, and money put on their books and all that stuff there, and likes and looks and all that shit and follows. Baby, I would have been right over there, me and my friends sitting side by side, looking like motherfucking looking like Heckle and Jekyll sitting up in the prison system somewhere, filming this motherfucking video from that bitch, letting y'all know what the fuck went down and what was the story. Because 9 times out of 10, when I was calling y'all motherfucking ass then, I'd been like, listen, I need a couple of you motherfuckers that's local and those who can afford to fly and come down here with some picket signs and help me get the fuck up out this bitch. Yeah, come protest. Because, again, you lured him to a false pretense. There was an agreement that says he was supposed to come to your house and he was supposed to swallow you up. You were supposed to get swallowed. And that was supposed to be the end of the story. Y'all supposed to get your business done, catch one, 1, 2, 3, and that was supposed to be the end of y'all supposed to walk away two happily satisfied fellas, hopefully, and going about your day, looking for the next one to swallow. But this could have ended so much more worse. It could have ended deadly. And for that, honestly, like I said, the least the gentleman that got punched across the motherfucking face, what he could have done is gone somewhere and filed some charges and came back there filed assault because at the end of the day, he was there upon request. He was invited there. And then he was assaulted. Even if he got a chance to suck the man's ding-dong, and if he had assaulted him after that, the bottom line is, it seems like so many people saying in the comment section, he must didn't pay the 40 he agreed to. He must have paid the $40 he agreed to suck on his thing. Like, I ain't paying to suck nobody's dick. You sound stupid. And I ain't paying nobody to suck mine either. I don't play that bullshit. We don't do that kind of shit on this side of the track. But at the end of the day, that's how you fuck around there and find out, because, like I said, it'd have been snuff juice all over the motherfucking floor. There was nowhere in here I would have been caught in that kind of situation. All right, on to the next thing. And my message to the LGBTQ plus community is, I'm telling y'all, with these motherfucking apps, there's STD out here and there's death out here. Motherfuckers trying to lure you to your death because they have a problem with your lifestyle. So I'm telling y'all, use that shit sparingly and cautiously, because at the end of the day, We are living in some crazy motherfucking times in now presently 2024, okay? So if that's your life and what you choose to do, I ask you to be as careful as possible so that the outcome is just you busting your nut and they busting theirs and you going about your business. Charles, your lunch is ready. I said I wasn't gonna fuck with it, but I'm gonna touch it any motherfucking way. Fuck that, I got gloves on. I'm good with it. So again, famed TikToker Miss Netta and Charles are on, I guess, their platform over there on TikTok. I don't know if Instagram or not, but I know definitely TikTok. Miss Netta is trying to defend her title and her name and her actions. She's been coming out with so many videos now, arguing with this fan or that fan or that follower or that supporter, or she's arguing with someone every fucking day of the week, and she's posting these videos, and now she's dragged Charles into it, and it all derived from basically when Charles went on that live on his own, and Miss Netta entered the room telling him to get the fuck off his live, and all their business being put on live and all that different shit. Then she backdoored and turned around and said, after they got into an argument about that on live, she backdoored the next day and made a video and said that it was just for show. It was just to get the people what they wanted and all this extra bullshit here. Now listen, I can give y'all a little backstory. Now I told y'all before, me and Netta, Miss Netta was supposed to be doing an interview and working together at some point. Then she flipped the script and decided she only wanted to be interviewed by people the likes of Jennifer Hudson. That was her main pick. I then returned the reply and said that I was okay with that. Cool. She said she wanted 5-star hotel. She wanted to be flown out first class and all that, her and Charles and all this other extra bullshit here. I politely declined and said, fuck it. I don't, I'm not trying to do that. Like I said, I would have given her a little fee or something and paid her for doing the interview. But at the end of the day, fuck all that bullshit. You ain't had to worry about that. But anyway, moving on to the present. So now she's posting more videos, and I told when I did that video, I felt like she made a video talking about maybe myself and some other bloggers that was reaching out to her to do to work with her, and she replied to some of us individually and some out loud on her platform. Now she's going on this defense tour. She's going around making these videos defending her relationship with Charles even more so to the grind. She's defending her actions on the live. She's defending all the comments that she made and all the rebuttals that she gave to myself and some of the other bloggers, because she's now receiving heat from it. And not only that, some of the girls over there trying to get after Charles. Some of the girls over there in Charles' DM trying to get after Charles. The heterosexual women's, trans women's, gay men's, they over there in Charles's DM. Now, she been going off, Charles ain't going nowhere, and Charles is, Charles gonna be here until the end, and yada, 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 and this and that and the third. Some of y'all getting on y'all platforms, or some of y'all in the chat saying too, I wonder how Miss Netta is keeping Charles over there to their house. And I mean, let's just keep it 100. I don't think it's looks. I mean, I'm on that liquor. Fuck it. So I'm just saying, we know for a fact it can't be looks. I don't know what the fuck it is Miss Netta's providing over there that's got Charles over there so homebound. I don't know if his drawers buried in the backyard or what. I don't know what the fuck Miss Netta's doing, but I got a theory. I think for all you young bitches that keep running up over there trying to get in Charles's inbox or Charles's DMs and trying to fuck with Charles and Miss Netta's and fuck with Miss Netta's man, I think y'all probably need to do what maybe Miss Netta did, because it seemed like Miss Netta's the only bitch who was listening to Betty Wright. Because Miss Netta said she was being a cook in the kitchen and she's a lady in the streets. But see, the problem was she didn't hear the part with Betty White, so you can't show your people every guy you meet. Now, I do understand that they entered the business together on this platform, or these platforms, the plethora that they have, right? But it just seems to me that you would have entered this Miss Netta knowing that there would have been a chance that you felt like you had at least a minimal attractive man, that women or another man such as yourself I mean that another man or something would want, because I'm sitting there looking at this Gabe, the white guy over there on TikTok. He talking about he want a piece of Charles and all that shit. Listen, one thing you didn't have to worry about, Miss Netta, is me fucking around with Charles. I can guarantee you that. I can put my, like my grandma said, I put my neck on the guillotine, bitch. You can lock me and Charles in the same room together for 72 hours or more. And we have to get naked and change clothes in the shower or in a hotel room. Bitch, ain't shit gonna go on between me and Charles other than me trying to find out what the fuck is going on between you and Charles. That's the only thing that's gonna be happening. Want no motherfucking Charles. And I'm trying to find out again what the fuck. If y'all bitches want to know what the fuck Miss Netta did to get Charles, go listen to Betty Wright. No pain, bitch. I'm telling y'all right now. Because see, some of y'all don't like to cook. Some girls can't boil weenies. You know, can't boil chili. You know, you can't make, like Rick Ross' ex-wife say, bitch can't cook a taco. Or some shit like that. Bitch can't cook no ramen noodles. Ramen noodle. You know what I'm saying? You can't feed a bitch. Look at what the premise of their iconic ship was built off of. Look at what it's built off of. Charles sitting his fat ass at the table, snuffing his face, stuffing it with fried chicken, cornbread, a little pinch of greens and shit, you know, all that different array of shit that Miss Netta's over there cooking. Clearly, Miss Netta ain't the one that ain't got no goddamn job. Miss Netta probably worked down there in Walmart or something, and she told me something. Y'all need to go down there and let, what she said, was it TikTok or Facebook? She said, let Facebook buy y'all a house. Bitch, you live in a double wide trailer. Not that that's not an accomplishment. You know, congratulations. I'm not saying it's not an accomplishment. But what I'm saying is, bitch, the problem it seems is, Miss Netta, you smelling yourself. You over there smelling yourself. You over there, you smelling your ass. You smelling that two-piece you been wearing around in that made me fucking hot tub is what you're smelling. Somebody over there to my posting Miss Netta over there in a two-piece. You know, fucking well, Miss Netta need about 6 more pieces to cover all. Miss Netta need about 6 more pieces to cover all the rest of that shit to fuck up. Now, I ain't get on here to dog Miss Netta, y'all, but I'm just saying, Miss Netta, won't you hit the slow down button on them motherfucking videos about people wanting Charles and we so jealous of you and all that shit? Because trust me, you ain't got shit I want. Not even that double wide trailer. I'm okay with this townhouse I got here. And again, I'm not speaking out about no double wide trailer. I'm not speaking negatively. But what I'm saying is, you ain't got nothing I want, Miss Netta. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot. I would say there's a lot of other bitches that don't want what you got. But apparently, according to Charles's DMs, I wish y'all just let me see what Charles' DMs look like. Just post a picture of what it looks like, how much fire it's on, to see if it can shut the internet down. Because they ain't nowhere in the world. Charles Snip there probably wearing socks, probably wearing knee-high motherfucking socks with fucking flip-flops over that bitch in Carolina, whatever the fuck. I'm not, bitch. Girl, listen, Miss Netta. At the end of the day, like I said, it ain't looks. And I've always heard the way to a man's heart is his stomach. And bitch, you have gotten that down packed and proven. And you young ladies need to take a page. Go over there on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and take you a cooking class. And then maybe you got a chance at getting Charles. Because Miss Netta say Charles ain't going no motherfucking way, because y'all ran into about some Charles got a white woman with a biracial baby. I had to find the right term. Biracial baby and all this other stuff. And that Miss Netta name is Joe and all this shit. I don't know about Joe, but I can honestly tell you this here, Uncle Auntie. The bottom line is you need to slow down on the video, because I can truly tell you, I don't want your main bitch. I don't want him. Because first of all, whatever Charles is into, I ain't into. And then second of all, Charles is not visually appealing to me aesthetically, bitch. There's nothing I want from Charles. And again, I'm trying to find out, the biggest Scooby-Doo motherfucking mystery is, what is Charles all in for with you? Because other than them plates. Because let me tell you, Miss Netta be over there cooking like motherfucking, like that bitch is on Baps. Miss Netta being that double wide trillium had them motherfucking them aisles blazing up in that bitch. That's one thing I understand. Now, me guarantee, I understand. I'm of the type I would cook for my nigga. I mean, I would cook shit every day, you know. But I would expect the same of him at some motherfucking point, bitch. Now wait a minute, we got to slow down the road and let me give you some time in that kitchen, unless you ain't got no business in that bitch. Now if you ain't got no business up in there, then you know, go on sit down, find you something to watch on the fucking television, and don't fuck with them pots and pans. Leave them bitches alone, you know, for you boiling them up for real. But Miss Netta, aka Netta Cone, she talking about, I know I got these bumps in my face, and I know I got this, and I know I got that. I know my face fucked up. I'm like, look, crater face, I ain't say nothing about your face. All I'm telling you is this here. I don't want your man, because he ain't got it like that. Period. So, slow your roll, Big Swole. What else I want to talk about before we get off of here? Lil Nas X. Lil Nas X, go sit your motherfucking ass down somewhere. Cause first you went out here with the satanic bullshit, you know, with the bloods, the drops of blood in the tennis shoes and the satanic album and the satanic music and the satanic videos and shit. You know, you was over there sucking the devil's dick in your fucking videos. Fucking the devil, like what the fuck do you expect of these people? Now, bitch, I done got on my platform before here a couple of months ago and tried to defend your beady-eyed silly ass. But at the end of the day, bitch, you got to figure out which way you going with this. I don't know if it's just for publicity or if you like messy see, bitch, need to see a psychiatrist. Or a psychologist, because I try to stand down for you, stand in solidarity with you when you came back here not too long ago telling folk who are making Christian music now, you know, I'm on scene for the Lord. And I'm like, oh, you know, bravo, you know, he found his way. It was a nasty journey, 9 times out of 10 behind closed doors. We as the public didn't get to see, but he wrestled all night long with the Holy Ghost. And it helped him out. And he finally got out of that thing. You know, it loosed the shackles on his feet. You know, it broke every chain is what I was thinking when the boy came back and said he wanted to sing music for the Lord. He wanted to do I ain't gonna say the right thing, but he wanted to turn from his wicked ways, other than sucking dick, you know, and shit like that. But I don't blame him. But the point I'm trying to make to you is you did all that shit to turn around now, not too long ago before the year 2023, and you came back and doubled down and said, oh, I was signed up at Liberty University for a seminary school. Now you finna go down there telling us, now you finna be a preacher and all this other extra bullshit. You want to be a minister? Sit your stupid ass down and stop playing with these motherfucking people, boy. That's why they don't take anything we do serious. Now, if he came out and actually said, because I know the pregnancy and all that different stuff, those albums kind of made sense. He was trying to birth a new album or whatever the fuck the premises was. The premises, my silly ass, that's the alcohol. The premise was, the bottom line is, this don't even make sense. The fact that now you turn from all that, you come on back, you know, the lost child, you come back, now you're going to do the music, which is okay. Now you finna sit up here and tell me, bitch, you ready to jump into doing sermonettes? You want to be an evangelist, bitch? I don't think so. But I mean, fuck it. In today's world, they're probably intertwines, you know. Go over there with William Murphy and walk it out with them on New Year's Eve this upcoming year and shit like that. And maybe you can play one of your new gospel songs or some shit. I don't know. But the bottom line is, I'm tired of you playing in our motherfucking face. You playing in the public face, the heterosexual folks. It's different for them. You want to play with their motherfucking emotions. But bitch, we on the same team. When we meet for the year, when we met for the yearly gay calendar, bitch, you didn't put this on the thing. You didn't put this down on the thing, sis. So I think as the bitch archdiocese elder holding card member of the LGBTQ community, I think I'm gonna strike this down and tell you go sit the fuck down. We denounce this. We don't want anything to do with this. We want you to go sit down. Matter of fact, like the elders did, Maddie Moss Clark. You are no longer able to be associated with those kind of things, with the church stuff. You got to go sit down somewhere. until you bring your shit together and come on here full-fledged and stop playing around and wearing them Florence Nightingale outfits and shit, talking about you going to preach the word of God. We're at the strip club, bitch. We can't take you serious. And that's the whole problem with part of that issue with the LGBTQ community. For those those of us who are serious about our shit and the movement of, making sure that, the trans are protected, the gays are, the blacks, all that shit, the African Americans, human rights, hell, America as a whole. Because the way it's looking right now, I'm like Michelle Obama. Every night I lay my head down and wake up in the morning, I'm worried about what the fuck the 2024 presidential election is going to bring, because 9 times out of 10, it looks like I'm going to agree with a Funky Dineva. Let the country just run its motherfucking self for a while. Because that's what it looks like it's doing anyway. Matter of fact, we can send her. My mama always says she believed the reason monkeys didn't talk and apes and stuff is because apes and monkeys knew that if they was proven to talk, that the white man was going to put them to work. And that used to be the funniest thing my people used to tell us growing up. They used to be like, and monkeys are smart as fuck. Monkeys have a lot in common with the human anatomy. And I think brain functions as well. So it made a lot of sense growing up, getting older. She used to always say that monkeys don't talk because if they can talk, if they prove that they can talk, the white man going to put them to work. And monkey ain't got time, but he want to run around and shit all over the place and chew straw like us black folk ought to be doing. And you know where shit us Americans ought to be doing. I ain't gonna just say black folk because I ain't no racist person. But like Americans ought to be doing. Just running around freely, chewing on straw, trying to figure out when you gonna build the next motherfucking hut. But we have bigger fish to fry, Lil Nas, other than to keep playing with you now. Like I said, again, it's getting too hot in the kitchen. You're going to have to let us know whether this is a PR stunt or if you need to be on some kind of medication. I don't know. So, yeah. And then Liberty University said they ain't got no motherfucking record of Martell Holt, which is his legal name, ever even applying to Liberty University, let alone being accepted. So that was a hoax. That was a lie. So I'm saying, stop fucking with everybody's emotions. It seems like you acting like a bipolar bitch. You acting like you bipolar as fuck. And you're doing and saying shit that don't make sense. So, again, as a card carrying member of all those things I named prior, I strike down the motion for you to be doing all this seminary school shit. Go sit down somewhere. So Martell Holt, Megatron head ass. Martell Holt, he was arrested on January 9th of 2024 over there in Huntsville Parish for, domestic violence in the 3rd degree of harassing communications. Now, I don't really know what the fuck that means. I didn't go to school for lawyerism, so yeah, I ain't go to school for that kind of stuff. Now I know a few of the things, but I ain't never heard of that before. I never knew it could be a thing. So clearly it is, at least in Huntsville. But I want to know, like, I have like so many questions about this one because he was arrested on those charges, and they said that the incident of this violence, 3rd degree harassing in the 3rd degree happened August of 2022. Now, y'all, we sitting up here in motherfucking January of what it is, 2020, yeah, 2024. See, I had to, of 2024. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what the fuck happened that now all of a sudden they decided to blow him down, you know what I'm saying, and throw the Chanel bracelets on him and bring him on, haul him into the precinct after all that time. Now, could it be that the victim, the alleged victim, is now coming forward with this information? Could it be that the alleged victim came forward with this information then, and it's been under investigation for a while, and there's new evidence that has been brought to light, that has been that is the reason as to why they pushed or moved to arrest him? But it just seems to me, in the case of communication, I think there was something like text. it would seem to me that that wouldn't be a case that would take so long to arrest, you know, the aggressor for. Because if the witness can show these text messages, and if they're deemed to be that violent, for one, I would think there would have been a restraining order or something like that put on him prior to all this, or whatever. I would think by this time he would be getting arrested for maybe violating the protective order, you know. But they have not really released all the facts as to why and all the details as to why and what's going on. And the victim's name has not yet been released. And 9 times out of 10, they're not going to release it. But I'm wondering if it's like one of his baby mamas or his ex-wife, or maybe even Sheree Whitfield, because you know he was dating her once upon a time. And August of 2022, I'm trying to think if there was a time they were airing on Real Housewives of Atlanta when he and her was dating and then friends and decided to do OnlyFans and all that shit. Or was that 23? But they would have been filming in 22. So it was 2023's episodes and season, but I think it was during the time they were filming in 2022. So it sounds like, again, when Kenya Moore and some of the other ladies was kind of hinting at or basically blasting Martell Holt, saying that he was a habitual whore and a cheater and all this different stuff, and that when he came to Atlanta, that Sheree Whitfield was not the only woman that he was reaching out to and seeing. So now that we're seeing this information, if we really look at the timeline, there's some probability that the fact remains that he was that there's some validity to what the girls were telling Sheree back during that time. That's what I'm going to say, yeah. Because, and the way I just lined it out a minute ago is the way it lines up in my mind thinking about it. Now, if y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. Do I have the timeline wrong or is that right? Because I really do believe last year, early part of the year, is when the Real Housewives of Atlanta was airing, and this was the season when Martell Holt was on. And I'm quite sure, if memory serves me correct, I think they filmed that season somewhere maybe around about August or somewhere later in that year, right? For the show. So it seems to me, again, that there's some validity to what the ladies were saying. And that whoever this alleged victim might be, I mean, it could have been going on during that time. Again, I say, could it be Sheree? We haven't heard anything about it, and I kind of doubt it. But could it be? Could it again be one of his ex-wives? I mean, his ex-wife or one of his baby's moms? Could it be some woman he just had hanging in the gallows? Because 9 times out of 10, let's be honest, that Megatron head motherfucker, his body speaks volumes. I will say Martell Holt is a nice looking man. So at the end of the day, you know, that strong ass head with that domicile he got going down there, looking like a little rocket ship, little alien. I can see how the women would be falling at his feet. But in all reality, apparently there was someone or some woman that was not very receptive to the advances or to even the fact of him sending her shit. Now, my thing is, I want to know what the fucking text messages were saying. How violent did we get? Did he plan to chop a bitch head off or cut a bitch up or shoot a bitch? It's like, what were you doing? Were you making threats? So we haven't seen the whole thing yet. So maybe we'll see it play out in court here pretty soon as to what his fate is going to be for his sentencing, or if they even continue with it. We just have to follow and see if it's going to happen. Will I follow? I don't know. Because Martell Holt doesn't interest me that much. It just seems like he's just one of those gigolos. He is a gigolo that is now seeing that everything he's done, he's having to pay for it. All the women that he scarred, the way he did his wife, you know, I will say this. Sometimes every marriage may not be meant to be. Fuck, I'm getting tongue tied. May not be meant to be, or some relationships even. But my thing is, everything that Martell Holt has touched, as far as from an emotional standpoint, because let's not forget these children, and they're going to be emotionally scarred as well. At some point, the wife, the other woman, the other woman, and then your girlfriend. And in today's case, sometimes the boyfriend, you know what I'm saying? So when you see that you're in a relationship or position where you feel like you're no longer caring for someone, or you don't love them enough, or where you see it's easy enough to step out and go desecrate the relationship by being with other people in a manner that you should be with that one particular person in which you vowed to do so with, that's the moment you've broken the level of trust. That's the moment you've disregarded and disrespected everything you've ever thought of this person. And honestly, it's understandable why some people don't recover from that, or why they have a hard time recovering from it, because a lot of these women now are giving the bad rep to all the men because of men like Martell Holt. The black male community is getting bad reps because of men like that. And I'm pretty sure it didn't have to end that way. And trust me, I know, because I've been on both ends of it. And I've learned a valuable lesson. And it'll never happen again. I assure you that. Do I have anything else on? No, I think that was all, y'all. I guess I got on here talking enough motherfucking shit. I'm going to start getting on here, getting my drink on first. I got a pregame with at least 1.5 drinks before I get on here with y'all, because I need to already be in my judge, my motherfucking flowy, my flowism. Because a lot of times I get on these videos with y'all, and even though I've done now, 172 videos, that's still not enough. I'm still getting my practice in. I'm still breaking that ice. I'm still getting this character together. I'm still getting my gumption up. I'm still getting my self-esteem up when I get on these videos with y'all. So it takes a lot of the time. And not because I don't feel like doing it. It's because I be so anxious to talk to y'all, but I be having to have a lot of stuff in order to be able to talk to y'all in a way that you can receive it and be able to follow a bitch, and I'm not all over the board. And y'all don't understand what the fuck I'm saying and where I'm going. So I get on here and just go blasting off or whatever, lit up or whatever. And then too, if I get on here without a little drink or so, I'm a little reserved. And I don't really open up and give y'all a little bit more of me. So I'm relearning that again about myself. So I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not going to become one, but I'm still saying that loosens me up a little bit. So I have my little cocktail or whatever ready. So y'all get y'all little cocktail and stuff too. I'm going to start doing more lives and shit with y'all. As I'm going back to school and stuff, I'm going to be doing all kind of different other material. I ain't going to say all kind, but a few different other material covering and stuff like that. And again, I appreciate you guys so much. Listen, if this is your first video, please go ahead now and hit that motherfucking subscribe bell, so that when I upload these motherfucking videos, when I decide to get my nappy bald head ass on here and go live, you can be one of the first motherfucking cousins up on this motherfucker to chat with a bitch, okay? Feel me? Because I be getting lonely in them motherfucking lives. I be wanting to get the fuck up off of there. Don't nobody get on. And please, get on these motherfucking videos and comment. Comment down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all used to be so good about that. Y'all just don't be bothered no more. Y'all don't like me no more. Drop it in the comment section and let me know what y'all thought about the video, in my opinion. Yes. And make sure to hit that thumbs up button. That's good for the algorithm for YouTube. Okay, guys? And it helps me out a lot. And please make sure to share these videos. Share them with your friends, your other cousins, your family members, your auntie, Luetta. Share them with your neighbors. Share them with your coworkers. Share them with, everybody you know. Share these 2024 is the year we trying to bring these motherfucking numbers up. We're trying to be well on into following, okay? We want these subscribing numbers up. And we want to be doing these lives, and we want to be on this bitch. We want to represent for the cousins. That's what we want to do, all right? So share with somebody. Share with somebody you know. Share with somebody you don't know. Share with somebody you like and love, or share with some son of a bitch you don't give no fucks about, don't care nothing about them at all. But share. Because 9 times out of 10, I'll be the motherfucker that bring you two together to have some decent I can't even talk. Some decent conversation. over some Krispy Kreme, some Shipley's, Starbucks, dinner, card games. Cause see, me and my family get together. We like to play spades all the time. Y'all, anybody family like that out there? Like every time I go to Baton Rouge, every time my cousins find out I'm in town, somebody always trying to form me to hold a fucking spades tournament. And I don't know why they do it, because they know I'm finna come through and fuck up the thing. They nobody come through there and spades they motherfucking ass out. Listen, cutting them off like motherfucking, listen. They already know. But, yeah, it's just that kind of shit. So, but anyway, I love you guys so much. I appreciate you all for everything that you do for me. You always get on here. Y'all fuck with me. Y'all talk with me. Y'all rock with me. Y'all get in them comment sections. And I know y'all sharing these videos, so I ain't got to even ask that question no more. But y'all show me so much love, and I feel like I ask so much from y'all, but y'all give me so much more in return. And for that, I always have to stop and bow my head and tip my crown and say thank you all. And I love you guys so much. Last but not least, always and first and foremost, love on yourselves real good. And make sure that anybody you involved with, if they ain't loving you the same return, fuck them. Cut their ass off and send them on about their business. Because 9 times out of 10, they ain't part of your destiny. Because that's what you got to learn. Learn what your destiny is, baby. Because we all have one. So now it's a liquor. That's why I'm getting this motherfucker drinking. Because they never want to talk my motherfucking head away. But one of these old days, I'm about to get around here. When I get y'all to get enough of these subscribers up for me, and I get enough of y'all in these lives when I start doing them, I'm going to get on here and cut the fuck loose. Yes. Going to have the dog by the balls on the down here drag on that motherfucking, ain't we? Yes. All right. Anyway, love y'all cousins. Till the next video. Holla.